Hello, Earle Pughe here. Today we're looking at 12 Bar Blues in C by T-Bone Walker. Gonna Find My Baby. The song, it's in the key of C, uses 3 chords. We have a C7, the 1 chord. We have the F7, the 4 chord. We have a G7, the 5 chord. Each chord has a corresponding arpeggio. We've got a C, an E, a G, and a B flat on the C7. And then we have a second octave. C, E, G, B flat, C. On the F7, we've got a F, A, C, E flat. F, A, C, E flat. And we're going to move that F7 shape up 2 frets to get the G7 shape, and we'll have a G, B, D, F, G, B, D, F. Notice we didn't need any accidentals on the G7 chord. From each chord, we're going to take 1 note, and we're going to add it to the minor pentatonic scale. So the minor pentatonic scale would be at the 8th fret, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C. And if we do the 2nd octave, we'll start on that C, and it'll be 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, or C, E flat, F, G, B flat, C, E flat. From the C7 chord, take the E note. That's the 3rd, C, E, G, B flat. From the F, we're going to take the A note. On the 2nd string, F, A, so we're also taking the 3rd. On the G, or the G7, we're going to take the 5. We're going to take the D note. G, B, D. So T-Bone's only going to use strings 1, 2, 3, 4 in this part of this intro. So we're going to add those notes to the minor pentatonic scale. So we'll get C, E flat, E natural, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat. And he's going to start off right away using that E natural. So we've got some pickup notes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we come in on the 1 and we hammer into that E natural. Then the G, and then from the F chord we've got the A. On the C chord that would be a 6, but I'm kind of looking at this in terms of adding chord tones to the minor pentatonic scale. So we're adding that chord tone, we're adding that chord tone. Now we've got the high E flat, and so we went up with those extra notes. On the way back down, had a bend, but we didn't have any extra notes. Now we've got that bend again. He's bending the F most of the way to a G and then hitting a G. So we're bending the F on the 3rd string, hitting the 2nd string, and again, the first time the note is longer. So you've heard this bend. It's the most common bend in rock and roll. Here's T-Bone doing it well before rock and roll is on the scene. Now we've got we're getting to the F chord. Started on the F note. Sort of anticipated it. It's at the end of the 1st line. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So there it was all all notes right out of the minor pentatonic scale. But we get to the second measure of the second line, the second measure on the F7. There's that extra note that we added. That one was, I looked at it as getting it from the G7, but it works great on all three chords. The note from the F7, the A note, will work on all three chords. However, the E natural is going to sound great on the C7, where it's a chord tone, and it would sound great on the G7, where it would be a 13. However, it's difficult to use it well on the F7 because the F7 has the E flat as a chord tone. So we want to keep track of what chord we're on when choosing the notes to use. So then we get back to the C7, and we're going to go straight down the minor pentatonic scale from the E flat. So no surprising notes there. Now we're going to do that same rock and roll bend. So he's bending once, hitting that same note, bending again. Now three of those unbent. Now we're to the G7, and he's going to make use of those extra notes. We'll start on the B flat. So we use the D and the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll go down the minor pentatonic scale. No extra notes. So we're starting on the B flat. And that got us back to the C. Now we're going to hammer once again into that E note. Now T-Bone does a sweep. He's kind of finger what looks like the F chord, but we're at fret 8, so it's a C chord. And he's just gonna sort of hit each note of that chord and lift his finger off as he goes across. So we get very, very sort of percussive effect. And now we're going to walk down and use that extra note. And now we've got back to the minor pentatonic. But to end, we'll use that D instead of the E flat. So that last line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he starts the next chorus off. He's going to hit 12 E flats in a row, or 16, and he'll bend them each. So this idea of taking the minor pentatonic scale and adding a few chords tones to it. So we add the E from the C7, we add the A from the F7, we add the D from the G7, and gives us a more uptown sound. It sounds a little bit more sophisticated than someone who only plays the minor pentatonic notes. I hope you've enjoyed this video about T-Bone Walker's Gonna Find My Baby. It's on complete black and white recordings. I will see you next week with another song. Thank you very much.